Hello friends, welcome back to my channel, or welcome to my channel if you're new here. I am Martina Lily and today we are going to put to the test the new Rabanne makeup line. So this is the makeup line of the designer brand Paco Rabanne. Apologies if I'm pronouncing any of that terribly. And I picked up a few pieces that he or they as the brand have dropped recently, and I've been testing a couple of the pieces I haven't tried yet. I thought we'd play with them together and I'm very excited. So hopefully that sounds interesting to you guys. If it does, go ahead and do the YouTubey things, like, subscribe, hit that notification bell, and let's get into it. We're gonna start with our eyes first, and I picked up two eye products and a mascara as well. I picked up the handbag eyeshadow quad, or one of the color stories. This is Paradise Lost Then Found. Naturally the green one. I actually wanted the more neutral periwinkle blue one, but it was sold out when I went to purchase it. So I was like, you know, it's meant to be. And I paid about 62 Australian dollars. You can get this brand off Selfridges if you're from Australia, New Zealand. And then you can also get it off of Ulta if you're in the US. And then, I don't know, it's also sold on the Rabanne website, potentially Europe, maybe you can shop off there. I'll have everything from today linked in the description box down below for you guys. They are affiliate links, so if you shop through them, thank you so much. It just goes back into supporting my little channel here. I paid about 62 Australian dollars for this. I mean, to be honest with you, for a designer makeup brand, that's actually not too bad of a price. The packaging itself is very lightweight. Well, yeah, it's lightweight. It doesn't feel luxe. It definitely does feel cheap, but it kind of looks luxe. So yeah, I'm not mad at it. I actually quite enjoy the packaging. And then the pans here are raised. I don't know if you guys will be able to see that on camera. So yeah, I don't know, the packaging is really quite cute. And then on the back it has the shade names, 18-month expiry, which is awesome, and made in Italy. And then the brand has described the eyeshadows. So there's 4 second skin feeling textures: a matte leather, a metal foil, a sparkling luster, and a gloss vinyl. I'll be honest, apart from that being the matte leather, I actually have, I think that's probably the metal foil, maybe the gloss vinyl and the sparkling luster, but I'm not sure about these two. I have swatched this already. It also says that these eyeshadows are supposed to last for 10 hours with color vibrancy and comfort, but also it's supposed to have no creasing and no fallout of powder. So we will put that to the test today and see how we go. The other eye product that I picked up is one of these little Euphoria Colourshot, and I got a pearly liquid one in the shade 90 Moon Child. So, you know, these kinds of typical tube. I will swatch it for you. This, when you see the swatch of this shadow, you'll know exactly why I picked it up. It's absolutely my color, hands down. So that is the Moon Child pearly liquid eyeshadow right there. Isn't that me? I am dying to put that all over my lids. It looks absolutely stunning. These little eye shots come in 3 finishes: pearly, which is the one that I got, metallic, and then also matte. But I just wanted to pick up one to test first before I was going to dive into any of the other formulas matte or metallic. But it does have some pretty big claims for these. It says that it is medium to higher coverage, can be blended easily, but it also said it's party proof, sweat proof, smudge proof, and delivers 12 hours of lasting comfort and wear. So we shall see how that goes. These little guys retail for about 25 USD and I paid about 45 Australian dollars. So they are a little pricey, but then, you know, when I think of cream eyeshadows like the Victoria Beckham pots and stuff like that, that's about what I would pay. And then, sorry, this one is 38 USD, just FYI, and I paid about 62 Australian. Also, just quickly, this is the outer packaging for the quad. It's actually very chic, very, you know, I think very fitting for the brand, if you will. So I enjoy the packaging, I enjoy the aesthetic of the brand. I think it has an identity and it really has stuck to it throughout its whole product line, and I appreciate that. So let's get into this. I did prime using my Rare Beauty eye primer. This quad only has a dark green matte in it, so I am just going to take my Danessa Myricks Groundwork palette and throw a transition shade through my crease. I'll actually mix these two shades together, which is Mirage and Chiseled. I'm just taking the pomade shades first, and I'm taking them on a Refa 33, and I will just start it horizontally and build this up through the crease, and then I turn it that way and use that to blend it out. And I have a review of the Danessa Myricks Groundwork palette on my channel if you're interested, but spoiler alert, it is phenomenal. I feel like you can tell mine's battered. It lives on my desk. I know this isn't a review for this, but just FYI while I'm here. This is one of my favorite purchases of this year, hands down. Truly, I'm not just saying that. I use it every single day. Just with the same brush, I'm just gonna dip into the mattes, like the powder mattes, just mix them together. You don't actually need to, this kind of pomade just sets on its own, but I like to just as an extra precaution. I like to do the thin layers, you know that. I'm gonna take my Sonia G Crease Pro brush and go into this one first, which is called Twisted Forest. This is the green matte, and it reckons it's got no fallout, so let's see how it goes. It does feel very suede-like if I was to give it a like texturized feeling. So I'm gonna start by tucking this into, actually, you know what? I think this brush might be just a little dense. I'm actually gonna pick up a Refa 14 because I don't want it to be like too much like structured in the crease. There we go, and I'm just gonna wiggle that. That is an intense matte. Like, look at that color payoff, and it's like a true forest green. I like that. Quite often I find these kinds of deep greens can transition black if you're not careful on the eye. And I don't have any fallout, so there you go. I'm just gonna lightly bring that forward. I would definitely say start with less and then build, because it definitely is pigmented. So I've got no extra color on this brush. This is the brush that we used to lay down our first initial one. I'm just gonna tame it down just a touch because that's me. I didn't listen to my own advice. Yeah, these are pigmented. This side's gone much better because I've taken less product. I've learned the error of my ways, if you will. I'm not mad at that. All right, let's leave that there. Instead of using the intensifiers, what I'm gonna do is actually lay this down as a base because I think it will work really nicely with these shades. So I'm just gonna pick some up on the back of my hand. I'm gonna use this Bisciotto brush that I got from Feud Brushes. They're linked in my description box down below if you're ever wondering where I get like my Chikuhodo brushes and stuff from. And these ones. And this is great for cream eyeshadows. And I'm just like doing this, and then I'm going to lay this down and just see how we go. That's a gorgeous color. Wowee. That is a beautiful color. If you have textured eyelids, you'll probably really like this because it definitely is smoothing my lids, not enhancing that texture. It's very, very pretty. But we'll see if it creases, I guess, is the main thing. Oh, that's beautiful. Oh my gosh, that is beautiful, you guys. Now, I can't speak to the wear time yet. I'll keep you guys updated. I'll actually pop it in the description box next to this product, and I'll let you know if it's creased, or I'll put a pinned comment. And I'll keep you updated like down the track when I've tested it quite a few times, but my initial thoughts is that is beautiful. Let's dip into this one first. This one's called Heavens. This is a Refa 2. I will just tap this on the outer corner. I think I should be able to use all these shades. And this is actually a beautiful match for that Moonshot cream shadow. Like, I feel like you can hardly tell. There's got a slight tinge of green to it as well. It looks really nice. I'm just going to switch to an R110, and now let's go into this gorgeous green. These shadows, especially when I swatch them, we'll obviously see how it applies on my eyes right now. It reminded me, like these top two right here, for example, this reminds me of the special shade from Bronze Seduction, VR Fire Opal. And then this like also reminds me of like the metallic green almost in like Celestial Odyssey. But like I felt from swatching that they're like those versions if you love those shades but don't like wearing them because you have textured lids or mature lids, that these would probably be perfect for you, but we shall see as we put this to the test right now. Yeah, these are going to be lovely for those of you that have textured lids or mature lids, or just like something that's a little bit more subtle but still unique and impactful. Like that's beautiful. I don't know if that's going to show up on camera how lovely that is truly. Has anyone tried this brand yet, by the way? Let me know what you think if you have, or if you're eyeing it off. I definitely am impressed with these shadows. They're gorgeous. That looks stunning. Look at that. At least I think so. I'm going to pick up a Refa 28 and we're going to go into this one right here, which is called Another Land. This one is absolutely gorgeous. This one has a little bit of like a transparent type base as well. It would also look really, really pretty if you like tapped that all over the lid, for example, and then put that on top. It will look really nice. I'm gonna pop this. Oh yeah. Oh, look at that. That is stunning. I feel like it's not gonna show on camera. That on the lid is gorgeous. It's definitely a non-texturizing VR Fire Opal for sure. Just picking up that Refa 14 and going into the dark green a little bit, and just gonna marry that a little bit. I don't agree with the no fallout claims. Unless the no fallout claims are specifically about the matte shade, then yes, I agree, but not with the metallics. I definitely have some glitter sparkle over my face, just very, very finely. So like next time I was to use these, I would absolutely use them with the Intensify stick, and I think it would stop that. I think it's looking absolutely gorgeous, and layered over this looks really pretty. This on its own looked stunning, but we'll see how these hold up, like these creases right here with my hooded eyes. We'll see how they hold up throughout the day, and I'll do other looks with just this on its own and stuff, and like see how it wears, so I'll keep you updated on that. But the shadows are absolutely beautiful. Rabanne did have a foundation, but it had coconut in it, so unfortunately, and fragrance, so I couldn't try it. So I am now going to do like just a speed through of me doing my base makeup up until the next step that I have with the products that I have, which I think actually will just be me coming back and finishing my eyes, and then I have products from there, if you will. Okay, let's do it. I've done my base up until like bronzer and brows. I also just put the olive Victoria Beckham eyeliner on my top waterline and the brightener in my lower waterline just to save some time. So let's finish up the eyes. I'm just going to go into the green matte on a Refa 3 and just really closely hug this. for the inner corner, let's go into this beautiful shade. And this is an R109. Oh, yep, that is stunning. So you can kind of see it on its own in the inner corner there, and it's just absolutely beautiful. Absolutely. Can you see? Love it. I have also picked up the Rabanne mascara. This is like the 5-in-1 famous mascara or something. I just picked up a mini. It was about 27 Australian dollars, and I think it's about 15 US dollars. So it basically claims, and the reason I wasn't actually going to pick this up because I have so many mascaras at the moment, but the claims were like quite impressive, and I was like, I gotta see this. It basically says that it's a deep black, high volume, natural definition, length and curve. Suitable for all lash lengths, the mascara is weightless, sweat proof, smudge proof, long lasting, 94% natural ingredients, and the brush is made with 300 plus bristles. So this is the little brush right here. Is it gonna focus? So it's like it's actually quite lovely. It's like a little, it's not too chunky. It's like the Lash Clash YSL mascara wand, if you've got that, but like a small version, which I really like because that mascara wand is just like way too big for me. Actually, no, that's like a pointy one, so it's not like that. But anyway, it's not too big for my little eyes. Now I've been testing this the last 3 days, and I'm going to apply one eye and show you the other, and then I'll tell you kind of how I feel about it. That is one eye with the mascara and one eye without. There's no false lashes on, 4K, no filters, no nothing like that. I actually really like this mascara because what it does is it fluffs my lashes, especially towards the lash line, which I really like. The Huda One Coat Wow, for example, I like that, but it's like too much for me. And if I'm not careful, if I apply even the smallest amount, just too much, it makes my lashes kind of like clump together and look like those spider legs. And I don't like that effect. I like this like fluffy lash effect, even if it means maybe they don't look as vavoom as say what the Huda One Coat Wow would. But this to me, I prefer on my eye shape and just like my aesthetic. So I actually really quite like this. I haven't found it difficult to take off at the end of the day or anything like that as well. It hasn't flaked on me. I've actually really been enjoying this mascara, so much so that I actually potentially would consider repurchasing this because I do really like it. If it was a tubing mascara, like it would be an instant repurchase, but you know, I love myself a tubing mascara, and so the Victoria Beckham Future Lash is still my #1 for that, but I really like the way this looks. It actually reminds me a bit of the Milk Makeup Kush mascara as well. That's the mascara applied to both eyes, and yeah, I really like it. I just love how fluffy my lashes look with this, and then they curve up. I will say, I have, not to brag or anything like that, but just like, I do have good lashes. They just naturally curve. Like I don't even use an eyelash color or anything. So, you know, it's not that hard for a mascara to look like good enough on my lashes. So I will give you that disclaimer, like if you have straight down lashes or difficult lashes, I would probably look at maybe another review, but like, I don't know, for me, I really like it. The next product that I picked up, I wasn't going to pick up, but the description of it really had me intrigued. And this is the Metal Shot. It's like a metal amplifier. So there's a glitter one and a metal one. I got the metal one. And I think it's like described as mercurial silver. And I'll do a swatch. It's like in the little dropper, but this dropper is fine to use. It's not like the Gucci one. The Gucci one's so annoying. So this is what it looks like swatched out here. And then you can like rub it in and it can look quite blinding. But then like if you really rub it in, see how you can like barely then see it, and it just looks really stunning and glowy. It's a very unique product. And if you caught my Pat McGrath Labs Quince review, like the Bijou Brilliance Quince review that's just been launched, like that I just put up, or I put it up just now in my time. I used this as my liquid highlighter in that review for both looks because I was testing it, and it was, in my opinion, gorgeous, like absolutely gorgeous. And that's what this product is like. It's designed to be like, so it says like on the description and like how you can use it, that you can use it as like a really specific concentrated, you know, like almost that face tune. Remember when everyone was face tuning their highlight to look absolutely blinding? Like that kind of a concentrated formula, or you can like shear it out and apply it so that it's just like really glowy and subtle. You can apply it to the face, the body. I think it even says the lips, eyes, face and body, sorry. You can apply it to, it's like vegan and all that kind of stuff. And then you can also like mix it with other products. So I was really, really intrigued. And even just alone as a liquid highlighter, I am obsessed with it. I haven't built it up to be like that face tune fake highlight because that's not my vibe personally, but I will show you how I use it like as my liquid highlight, and then maybe we'll test it in that way just for fun. It's $28 US, and I think I paid about 36 Australian maybe. So I just take about that much on the back of my hand, and I take my sponge just like I apply all my liquid highlighters, and then you just want to lightly, see that? Isn't that natural? It's so pretty. And I think it would probably work really well on most skin tones because it's designed to be even like it's like translucent kind of, and like it's designed to be strategic glow. So yeah, it's cool. Like, so that's how I like to wear it. See how subtle and beautiful that is? But you can really build this up. So I'll build it up a little bit more just to show you guys. Now, do most of us build up our highlight? Apparently highlight's dead these days. I mean, like, you'll pry it from me curved dead hands. I don't care that my makeup aesthetic is 2016, okay? I like it. But you can really, I'm actually nervous to like really, really build it up, you know? And it also goes really well over powder. I probably wouldn't want to personally build it up any more than that, but you definitely can. Like maybe I'll see just a little bit on like here. Like, can you see how it does that like face tuney? I'll do it on my, like, I'll just see if I can do it just like here. See how it does that like face tune type glow? Oh, I just love it. I love it. I think this is a really cool product. It's been really fun to play with. It really has. I thought for giggles we'll do something completely out of my comfort zone, and I'll mix it with my Rare Beauty Virtue Liquid Blush and see how it goes. Because, you know, it says it can be mixed with things. I'm not gonna put too much though. So I'm literally just putting like that much with it. I mean, that's potentially too much still. We'll see how we go. I mean, you obviously don't need this product to specifically do this. You can probably do this with any of your products, but it's just a bit makeup fun. So I'm just taking it on my sponge. That's definitely glowy. That's pretty though. It makes it look, it's very natural. I mean, this is already a bit of a dewy blush, but you know. That's pretty. So, I mean, now I'm very, very glowy, which is a little bit out of my comfort zone, but you know, I wanted to show you guys what you can do with it. I think it's really, really a beautiful product. I really do. I'm so impressed with it. Like, I've been using it for about 3 days, like I said, and I'm like excited to use it. Like, I really, truly like it. I will just set my cheek a little bit with the Giorgio Armani Luminous Silk Blush in shade 10, just because this is a bit much for me, I'll be honest. We just have lips now, and I did pick up one of the matte lipsticks. So they had a matte formula and a metallic. I picked up the matte, and I picked up the shade The Tea, and it's about 50 Australian dollars and I think 32 US dollars. And it says that it's supposed to be a hydrating, like 12-hour hydrating kind of wear formula, but 8-hour color vibrancy. Now, I've worn this yesterday, so this is the shade that I got. I went a bit deeper than I normally would go because I wanted to put myself in a little bit of a, you know, outside my comfort zone a little bit. So we'll see how this goes with this look. It's probably gonna be a bit bold, but anyway, I'm gonna take Charlotte Tilbury Iconic Nude first. They didn't have a lip liner from what I could see. And then I actually do find this to be quite hydrating. Let's put on The Tea. that is the tea lipstick right there, and I really like it. It is actually quite a like, it's matte, but it's not overly matte. It definitely doesn't give me like butthole lips or anything like that. It definitely, you know, does keep my lips hydrated. I wore it for about 6 hours yesterday and it was really quite nice. It does kind of transfer though, like I don't find it to like set down completely. So, you know, for someone like me who's a massive coffee drinker, it doesn't last like the longest time, but it lasts longer than say like a satin kind of lipstick. It does have a fragrance and a little bit of that fragrance taste, not like the Gucci one, but if you are sensitive to that, I would just keep that in mind. But it's enough for me to like, I'm fine with it. But yeah, I do think that this is absolutely a gorgeous lip color. I really like it. I would say like, listen, if I'm gonna wear bold eyes like this, I like to pare back my lip. That's a personal preference thing, so this is a bit much for me, I won't lie. But for sake of review purposes, this is what we will keep. All right, let me go ahead and do hair and all that kind of stuff, and then we'll zoom out and wrap this up. Finished makeup look, and listen, the hair really doesn't want to come to the party today, so let's pretend it's all looking fine, shall we? All right, let's do a round robin of these products, and whether or not I think they are, or I would say whether or not I regret picking them up, because everyone's value of $1 is different. As you know, I always say that only you can decide whether or not you want to spend your hard-earned money on a product. I'm just here to share my 2 little cents and my opinions. So let's start with this little eyeshadow quad. I really, really like this. I do not regret picking this up. I think it's absolutely beautiful. I definitely want to pick up the other color story that I really wanted. I think if you have mature lids, this will look lovely. You know, I think anyone will be able to wear this absolutely beautifully. If you're looking for like an overly like wham bam sparkly kind of Pat McGrath Labs type formula, probably not for you. But if you are looking for something that has those like special shades and shifts to them, but is very soft and wearable in the sense of like the formula, you really like this. And that green was impactful, my lord, absolutely impactful. So I really thought the quality of this was absolutely lovely. And I gotta be honest, with being a high-end brand and having tried so many high-end luxury brands eyeshadow formulas this year, I'm not surprised, because I don't know what lab they're going to and what technology they're using, but their mattes especially are like creme de la creme, truly. This little Colourshot, actually I still have not creased, which is a good sign, because with the Charlotte Tilbury cream eyeshadows, for example, I would already be creasing, even putting a metallic over the top of them. So far I will keep you updated on this in like my, when I do like my end of quarter kind of like roundup of the new products. But so far I really do like this. The color was a dream. Like the color is everything I wanted it to be and more. It felt lovely on the eyes. It looked lovely on the eyes. So I will stay tuned, and you'll probably see this in a few looks anyway. I really like the mascara, I really do. I like this kind of like fluffy look it gives me. It wears really well. Like I said, I've been testing this for 3 days. It doesn't flake or anything like that. And I like a more like everyday natural fluffy lash than like that kind of too much. So for me, it's really quite lovely. I really do like it. I would honestly consider purchasing the full size. In fact, I even want to try they have a primer as well, and I just wouldn't mind trying that out to see what it's all about. This I think might be my favorite. I love this so much. I understand this might not be for everybody, but it is beautiful. I love this. I love that you can make this like intense and that you can make it really subtle. I like that you can mix it with products. Like I even think like a drop of this in like a matte foundation or a foundation, if you wanted to make it more glowy, would look stunning. Like I really like this product. It was, like I said, one that I looked at and was like, you do not need that. It's not going to be your thing. Like this is not for you. And then I was just like, nah, YOLO. The description sounds really intriguing and I love it. And it's my favorite out of everything I tried, hands down. It's really cool. And then the lipstick. I mean, the lipstick is nice. Do not get me wrong. But it, you know, it's a lipstick. I don't think it's a lipstick formula that I like. It's not a lipstick formula that I'm rushing out to pick up more shades from. But I do think it's probably one of my favorite matte lipsticks actually, because it's not really matte, if I'm honest. Like it's not a satin, but it's not all the way matte, and I like that, because if I'm gonna wear a matte, I don't really want to wear a matte. I don't wear them because they give me butthole lips and I don't like the feel of them or the look of them. So this is like my version of a matte, where it's like just halfway between satin and matte, if you catch my drift. But I really like it. I really like the shade and I like the comfortability on the lips. So that is my two thoughts on that. As a whole, the Rabanne brand, if I am pronouncing that correctly, has really had me impressed. I'm really impressed. I'm impressed with the aesthetic. I'm impressed with the packaging. The price point for me, while still expensive, don't get me wrong, is definitely not as exorbitant as other high-end luxury brands have been charging. And the quality of the products so far that I have tried, I'm impressed with. They have not let me down. And they seem thought out in the sense that they seem really aligned with what the brand is. They seem thought out in the sense that they are a little bit different. They're bringing something a little bit different to the table. I mean, you know, makeup is makeup, but you know what I mean. Yeah, overall, I'm really stoked with the brand. I'm really curious to see what they're going to release next. Like, I'm really excited to try more from the brand. I really, really am. This one and like Prada, they've got me interested. Like, they really hit it out of the park. Anyway, let me know your thoughts. Have you tried this brand? Are you looking at trying the brand? It hasn't had a lot of hype. I don't even know if there's been many reviews or anything on YouTube. It might now that it's on Ulta, but yeah, I don't know. I think people might be sleeping on it a little bit. All right, let me know your thoughts down below. If you made it this far, you're an absolute legend. Thank you so, so much. I truly appreciate you. And I hope you have the most amazing day wherever you are in the world. And I will see you next time. Bye.